BBC will not broadcast Attenborough's episode over right-wing backlash. Didn't they also apologize to... Didn't they also quite literally apologize to J.K. Rowling for calling... Was it... They called her transphobic and then they apologized for it or something? Recently? Yeah, Elon Musk is trying to make a company town. We're going to talk about that. Have you seen the BBC suspended one of their long-running sports presenters for criticizing Tory government's policies? Love that. What is this? BBC will not broadcast the Attenborough episode over fear of right-wing backlash. Decision to make episode about natural destruction available only on iPlayer angers program makers. The BBC has decided not to broadcast an episode of Sir David Attenborough's flagship new series on British wildlife because of fears its themes of the destruction of nature would risk a backlash from Tory politicians and the right-wing press, The Guardian has been told. Very, very nice. Very nice. The decision has angered the program makers and some insiders at the BBC who fear the corporation has bowed to pressure from lobbying groups with dinosaurian ways. The BBC strongly denied this was the case and insisted the episode in question was never intended for broadcast. Attenborough's highly anticipated new series, Wild Isles, looks at the beauty of nature in the British Isles. Must be a short one. What kind of beauty exists in the British Isles, I will never know. Attenborough's narrated by David Attenborough, it is expected to be a hit, with 5 episodes scheduled to go out in primetime slots on BBC One. A 6th episode has also been filmed, which is understood to be a stark look at the losses of nature in the UK and what caused the declines. It is also understood to include some examples of rewilding, a concept that has been controversial in some right-wing circles. The documentary series was part funded by nature charities, the WWF, and the RSPB, but the final episode will not be broadcast along with the others and will instead be available only on the BBC's iPlayer service. All 6 episodes were narrated by Attenborough and made by the production company Silverback Films, responsible for previous series including Our Planet, in collaboration with the BBC Natural History Unit. Your accent is so bravophobic, I literally love it. Please don't stop. You're making the Turf Islanders mauled right now. Everybody knows what match of the day means to me, but I've told the BBC I won't be doing it tomorrow. Solidarity. So there are a bunch of footy. There's a bunch of footy pundits in the BBC that are in solidarity with another pundit who criticized the Tory government's horrifying immigration policies and was suspended, taken off the schedule, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Gary Lineker and Ian Wright are the fucking goats, you say, Nasty Nate. England is one of the least biodiverse countries in the world. There are no wild areas left. This is well known and shouldn't be controversial to point out. The current chairman of the BBC was appointed after he helped fix an 800K for Bojo when he was skint Lamau. Lineker and other libs at the BBC trashed Corbyn and they didn't care about impartiality then? Yeah, of course, because He said the Tories were like the German government of the 1930s. I mean, it's a fucking valid ass take. BBC chair Richard Sharp donates 400K to the Tories, helps Johnson get an 800K loan, and then gets the job. The result, Johnson's wife-beating dad that he's trying to get honored is defended on national TV. Fucking BBC, man. Oh, it's so awful. And then it's funny because, like, people will literally look to the people will literally look to the BBC and go, oh, they're libs. Anyway, here. I'm gonna keep blasting off because we still haven't blasted off perfectly and in a timely manner.